Okay, let's solve this quadratic equation utilizing the quadratic formula. So it's important, it's a quadratic equation because our highest variable, or our highest power on our variable is 2. The other thing to get started on this is you have to have all your terms on one side and it equaling 0 on the other side. From here, basically get this formula memorized, and we're going to go ahead and identify a, b, and c. So a is the coefficient in front of the x squared, so 4 in this case. B is the coefficient in front of the x, so negative 14. And c is our constant, negative 9 as it's listed here. Using the quadratic formula can solve every single quadratic equation, by the way. So it's useful to really get down. All right, from here, basically it's a matter of plugging it all in. So it's going to be negative of negative 14 in our case, plus or minus the square root of b, negative 14 squared, minus 4 times a times c. And it's one big fraction that's all over 2 times a. From here, it's really just a matter of simplifying down, getting the best answer possible. All right, so we have negative of negative 14 makes positive 14, plus or minus the square root. Probably go ahead and square the negative 14. So negative 14 times negative 14 is 196. And now we do have two negatives multiplied together. I'm thinking negative 4 times positive 4 times negative 9 is going to make a positive overall. And then that is 144, 16 times 9, all over 8. Order of operations would say, let's go ahead and work down what's inside the square root next. So 196 plus 144 works out to be 340, all over 8. And usually with the online homework systems, that's a good enough solution right there. Now we can get technically a little bit better solution if we do a little bit of factoring looking for a perfect square from that 340. So in our case, we could say, all right, 340 can be factored as 4 times 85. 4 is a perfect square. So we'd want to use that because we're allowed to split this up. Two things multiplied together under one square root. They're allowed to have a square root over each one individually using our radical rules. And from here, the square root of 4 reduces down slightly. We can say that's the same thing as 2. Square root of 4 is 2. And from here, you may split it up a couple different ways. We're allowed to take that denominator that's underneath both of these terms in the numerator and put it under each one individually, and then simplify individually if you'd like. Like 14 over 8, those both have a multiple of 2, so we can simplify that to 7 over 4, plus or minus multiples of 2, numerator and denominator for that second fraction as well. Square root of 85 over 4 there, 2. All right, so this is good exact answers. Those are actually two separate solutions. We have 7/4 plus the square root of 85 over 4, and a second solution, 7/4 minus the square root of 85 over 4. Two distinct solutions going on there. Hope this helps out as you're getting used to using the quadratic formula. Good luck.